Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, report shows number of overdose deaths increasing. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
It may seem coldly impersonal to apply statistics to a drug epidemic that is stealing futures and devastating families, but the numbers compiled by the New Hampshire Drug Monitoring Initiative offer a measure of where things stand in New Hampshire's crisis of addiction. With 85 cases still pending classification, deaths due to overdose in 2016 are projected to increase by 7% over the previous year statewide. Not surprisingly, the population center of Hillsborough County had the largest overall number of fatalities, while Stratford County had the most overdose deaths per capita. As far as gender goes, more than twice as many men died of overdose than women in 2016, and by age group, people in their 30s were the most vulnerable, representing almost a third. Drug-related emergency room visits jumped by 28%, while the life-saving drug Narcan was administered nearly 2,800 times last year in New Hampshire, a slight increase from 2015. One reason for optimism, the people seeking help spiked dramatically. The treatment admissions for heroin and opioid addiction also jumped by 28% in 2016. But the bottom line, in all these numbers, it's clear that New Hampshire's drug crisis remains deadly and difficult. And while progress may be hard to see, those on the front lines believe that the coordinated response has never been better.
We're all speaking the same language. We're all using the same assessment tools. We're meeting as groups more consistently and making things happen at a quicker pace. It's almost like we've gotten out of our own way.
Good news is more and more help is available. So if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, you can be connected with services by calling the state's hotline anytime, day or night. That number is toll-free, 1-844-711-HELP.
Okay, and there you go on that report. New Hampshire man charged with aggravated sexual assault after 4-year-old turns him in. A man was arrested in connection with a sexual assault of a 4-year-old child after an investigation that began on January 21st. Kenneth Clefine, 21 of Claremont, was arrested on Thursday and arraigned the same day. He was charged with aggravated felonious sexual assault, a Class A felony. The investigation into this crime began after a 4-year-old reported being assaulted. The New Hampshire Division of Child, Youth, and Families and Children's Hospital at Dartmouth-Hitchcock Child Advocacy Center conducted the investigation in conjunction. This case will be prosecuted at the Sullivan County Attorney's Office. Clefine is expected to appear in court February 9th. Mexican president cancels meeting with Trump. Mexican President Equine Pinay Nato announced on Twitter today that he canceled a scheduled meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump just one day after Trump signed an executive order calling for the launch of plans to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border. Breaking news after our buzz. Google, SBUX, EPE, and more. Shares of Alphabet tumbled more than 3% during after-hours trading following the tech giant's disappointing fourth-quarter earnings report. Alphabet posted earnings of 9.36 per share, while Wall Street expected earnings of 9.64 per share. However, revenues topped expectations, with the tech company reporting revenue of $26.06 billion, while analysts projected $25.26 billion, according to Thomas Returns consensus estimates. British Navy keeps eye on Russia's ship of shame. Britain's defense secretary had some harsh words for the Russian military on Wednesday as UK warships and warplane tracked Russia's only aircraft carrying only through the English Channel. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.